And greetings. Welcome to Wrightstown, Wisconsin, where tonight we've got our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week with some boys basketball in the Northeastern Conference. It is Wrightstown and Little Chute. I am Joey D. Gary Bileski on the camera, and will be joining me here very shortly for the call of this game between Wrightstown and Little Chute. Little Chute coming in on a roll, 6 out of 7. You will hear from their head coach coming up. Wrightstown a little bit on a slide, 5-game losing streak, but we know the history of this Wrightstown team, and you'll hear a little bit of that from their head coach coming up as well. It is Wrightstown. It is Little Chute boys basketball tonight. Our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week coming up next.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Back here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week tonight, we've got Little Chute and Wrightstown. Let's do some coaches talk. First of all, the visitors on the scoreboard. He is in his 4th year at the helm. They are 7-5 overall, 4-4 in conference play. Coach Jake Van Roy joins me now, and Coach, hey, coming into this one, a 3-game winning streak, 6 out of 7. You guys are rolling.
Yeah, we're starting to play some good ball. You know, I think we had some younger guys start the year, some juniors, and that hadn't played a lot of varsity up to this point, and kind of got the jitters out of December out of the way, and have really kind of found a groove at the end of December coming into this month.
Is it going the way that you thought that it would go?
I had anticipated that to start the year would be interesting. We started with a tougher schedule too, you know, starting with West Appear and Freedom and Denmark earlier. Just, you know, those are our top teams in conferences in our leagues in our area, and so I knew it was going to be just a tough way to start the year for us, and I figured we'd be in the mix, and we were, but just, you know, didn't come up with some victories. But, you know, as the schedule's gone on and as we've come to play, we've sort of kind of find our identity and really figure out who we are as a team.
Coming off of a win over Wapaka, and if I read the stats right, 15 steals in that one. Has that been the way that the season has gone for you? How surprised are you at that?
I think our guys, you know, we're playing our 2-3 zone defense. It's our 2nd year doing this as a program, and our guys are really buying into what we're doing. You know, they're hitting the right spots defensively. They're playing with active hands. They're really busting around, and we're really trying to pick the pressure up on teams as well. You know, stay up in their hip pocket, not let them make decisions easily, and really just put guys, you know, in their passing lanes and just play with active hands and get deflections. And thankfully, last Friday really worked out for us.
All right, next up, you're here in Wrightstown. Scouting report on the Tigers.
Just a really well-balanced team. You know, they're so patient on offense. I mean, I'm telling our boys, hey, fellas, get ready. You're gonna play defense here for, you know, 1 to 2 minutes at a time. We're really have to stay locked in on that end. And they got a lot of guys that can really put the ball in the basket in terms of catch and shoot 3 opportunities. Guys that can penetrate and create. You know, they do a great job here, making sure their players are ready to go, and we got to be prepared as well.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for the time. Good luck tonight and the rest of the year.
Hey, thank you, Joey. Appreciate the coverage.
There he goes. That is Little Chute coach Jake Van Roy. More of our pregame show coming up right after this.
At Myron Construction, relationships are at the core of everything we do. While our roots run deep in the Midwest, our reach has expanded nationally as we follow our clients across the country to bring their projects to life. In an ever-evolving industry that leans heavily on resourcefulness and hard work, our project teams take great pride in not only delivering successful projects, but in building lasting relationships with our clients and partners. Together, we are building excellence.
Welcome back to our Fox Communities Credit Union pregame show here. I am Joey D. Doing some more coaches talk here. Let's talk with the hometown here tonight. He is in his 24th season. Is that right? They are 4-9 this year, 2-6 on the season. Coach Corey Hayes joins me now. And, Coach, what keeps bringing you back, first of all?
Well, that's a good question. I'm just kidding. Just, you know, I love working with kids. Got into education and got into coaching for a reason. And, you know, a lot of times you got to dial that back and remember exactly why it was. And it's fun. It's a great little community here. And we got some great sports programs and really spoiled with some very good kids and good families.
This year, a little bit different than past years, 20-win seasons up and down the road. How different has this year been?
Well, it's been a little struggle putting points on the board. And, you know, you can put your hat and hang your hat on defending for so long. But when you have all those empty possessions on offense, eventually it's going to gravitate towards your energy and how you're playing D. So, we're trying to get better, and we're working. The kids are working hard, and it's just a matter of having some positive results for us.
Talking with you before we started this, little stuff going through, as with every team, but how you handling some of the bugs that are going around?
Yeah, tonight two of arguably our better shooters are out with mono, and we're going to face a long 2-3 zone all night. So wish we could have those two guys with us, but we don't. And every day, we've learned through last year, and even at the end, we got to that sectional championship game 2 years ago, and we didn't even get to play it because that's when COVID hit. So, we adapt and overcome. That's all we can do.
All right, how about tonight? You welcome in Little Chute. What are you expecting?
Oh, well, we know they're going to play 2-3 zone, and they got some real length on the bottom of their zone. And their two bigs are tremendous. They're great athletes. They've been playing varsity for 3 years, so we're going to have a hard time keeping them off the glass, and we really got to protect the paint and rebound and defend in the post. They're so strong in there, so it'll be a major challenge for us, but we're excited for it.
All right, good luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
There he goes. It's Wrightstown coach Corey Hayes. More of the pregame show coming up right after this.
As our students become young adults and follow their own unique paths, they all still have one thing in common: the need for banking to keep up with the pace of their lives. Our online account opening and integrated mobile services are designed with that in mind. And a $200 bonus for opening a qualifying new checking account makes East Wisconsin Savings Bank perfect for the next step in life.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
And we bring it back here to Little Chute High School. Check that, Wrightstown High School with Little Chute in town. I'll get this. I am Joey D alongside Gary Bileski. Tonight we got Northeastern Conference action. It is the Mustangs of Little Chute in town, coming in at 7-5 overall, 4-4 in conference play, and they will take on the Wrightstown Tigers. Let's go through your starting lineups here. First of all, on the school board from Little Chute, they go with a 5'11" senior, Jake Wigman. Also, 6-foot senior, Bryson Roche. Cade Van Assen, one of their leaders over the last several years, 6'4" and a senior. Kyle Moronic, 6'3" and a junior. And Hunter Thiel, 6'4" and a junior. Under head coach Jake Van Roy. Also, the hometown Wrightstown Tigers, they go with a 6'1" junior, Jack Herman. Owen Ratkowski, 6 foot and a senior. Jake Van Zeeland, 6 foot and a senior. Josh Lewandowski, 6'1" and a junior. And Andrew Mosley, he is a 6'2" junior under head coach Corey Hayes. Let's bring in our broadcast partner and Gary Bileski. And Gary, what are you expecting here tonight?
Well, I think with Wrightstown struggling and a couple of key players out with injury, it's going to be an uphill climb against a red-hot Little Chute Mustangs team that's playing really well and playing with a lot of confidence. But playing on your home court with a rivalry game, throw out the record books, Joey.
Here we go. Just underway. As they swing things around, left corner, and that will not fall. One and done there on the first possession here of the first half. Here come the Tigers. Nice ball movement to open up. And a steal and a takeaway. First turnover of the game, and it goes on Wrightstown. Here comes Wigman, top of the key. Swings it across to the right side. Jump shot won't fall. Rebound come away to the Tigers. And Mosley, and you mentioned some of the, well, there's just a bunch of things that are going around nowadays, and it seems to be hitting every single team, including both of these teams. But you just got, it's next man up. There's another turnover on Wrightstown. Two quick ones for them. Come the Mustangs, up and in. Jake Wigman. His first two, and it's 2-0 Little Chute.
Nice job by Wigman to play through a little bit of contact for the first 2 points of the night, and Wrightstown looking for their first shot after 2 turnovers.
And there is a first shot. Doesn't fall, ball tapped around. That was Van Zeelen with a shot, and the Mustangs come away with it again. 3 possessions, nothing to show for it for Wrightstown. Probably a little frustration there for head coach Corey Hayes. They come in averaging 48 points a game. Mustangs at 56.1. Drive into the paint, no. Second chance opportunity, and that won't go. Blocked away from behind. Roche couldn't get it to fall. 3 ball. Herman, no. Rebound, put back good. In for Owen Radkowski, his first 2, and the first 2 for Wrightstown. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, nice follow by Radkowski for the putback to even this game at 2.
And a whistle, and our first foul is going to be called. That is going to go on Lewandowski. Josh's first and the first of the game. These 2 teams meeting for the first time. They also meet in the last game of the season. Wrightstown sweeping the last 2 seasons. In fact, the last 11 matchups, they've won 8 of the 11. They've met once in the postseason, and the lay-in on the inbound pass. Wigman has both of their baskets.
Yeah, beautifully designed inbound play for Wigman. His defender lost him easy 2 for Wigman. And Little Chute, Joe, you're going to see the customary 2-3 zone, which they break right there.
Mosley with a score, his first 2. Ties us up at 4. Looking for the quick answer in the corner, and Roche couldn't get it to go. Had a really good look at it. Get it to fall. Tied up at 4, 3 minutes into the contest. Glad you can join us here. Yeah, on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Well into the second half of the season already for both boys and girls basketball. Got a lot of good talent in this area. But again, teams battling different things. Here's a jumper at the free throw line by Mosley, and that won't go. Rebound and a held ball. And it will stay Tigers basketball with 14:44 remaining. Yeah, last year it was 57-45 and 71-49. These 2 teams met in the regional final 4 years ago. And Wrightstown swept all 3 of those games that year. A 5-second call. Another turnover on Wrightstown, unforced this time. They got 3 quick ones here, but we are still tied here at 4.
You know, not often do we use the term rebuilding year at Wrightstown, Joey, but if there was, this probably is the year after some past 2 or 3 excellent seasons with the Tigers and the state tournament berth last year. But a lot of new faces this year, but Coach Hayes says kids are working hard to try to get back to the top of the conference.
Come the Mustangs. There's a 3 ball. Loose ball rebound run down. That shot by Moronic. And the Tigers look to push. Now they'll hold things back out front. Radkowski. Left side goes over to Herman. Couple of dribbles in between the big W, and he turns it over. Easy outlet pass up to Roche, and he scores 2.
Yeah, 5 turnovers already for the Tigers. Got to take better care of the basketball.
Yep. Still only 6'4", though, so they're still in it, and then they give it right back. This time a left-hand layup, and that'll go for Wigman. He's got 6 of their 8. And a little mini run here by Wrightstown, 8-4, and they want to talk things over. This will be a 30-second timeout, so we will take one as well. Your score 8-4. Back after this.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Back here in Wrightstown, An early 8-4 lead here for the visiting Little Chute Mustangs on a couple of breakaways. Nice bounce pass. Down low. In the paint and stripped away, and a foul is going to be called. Gotta love the intensity, though. Everybody diving after the basketball.
Tell you what, this 2-3 zone causing a lot of problems for Wrightstown and a lot of quick hands. That's what makes this so successful. Each of these guys knows their role in this zone, and once it gets inside, hands are just everywhere, making it tough for those interior passes trying to get into the middle of that zone.
It goes on Cal Moronic. That is his first. And the team's first as well. Each team with one, and they turn it right back over. A 1-on-3, and the shot put up by Theo. He won't get it to go. Probably should have backed that one out just a little bit. Trying to draw the contact, though. Again, love the aggressiveness. Back come the Tigers. Coming in at 4-9 on the season. 20-win seasons the last 4 years in a row. A lot of success here. And then they throw it away again. Ugh. The unforced errors here in the early going. That's got to kill a coach.
Yeah, and when you're missing two of your better shooters, and this is exactly what you need to knock off and defeat a 2-3 zone is outside shooting. When you are missing that, it makes it even much more difficult trying to attack this tenacious 2-3 zone by Little Chute.
Back come Tigers, and it goes out of bounds, or Little Chute. The Tigers will get it back. Good crowd here on hand. Lots of blue. Both teams blue and white.
Nice job by Lincoln Dirks there to create the turnover. Got in good defensive position and knocked it off the body of the Little Chute Mustang.
Early on still at 8-4. A bit of a scoring drop for both teams. Scoring leader early on, Jacob Wigman with 8 points. Stepping in tonight. Again, some illnesses going around both of these squads, so guys having to step up in the paint. There's a block shot, and on the rebound, a foul is called. Mustangs can't believe it. Couple of dark blue jerseys there.
Yeah, that's really, that makes it even more difficult when you finally get a nice pass on the interior, and all of a sudden number 33 for Little Chute is there, and Hunter Theo, the 6'4 junior, to swat it away.
Van Asten commits the foul, his first, the second on the Mustangs.
I thought they were going to get an easy look, Joey, and all of a sudden
I did too.
Theo came out of nowhere to swat that one out of bounds.
Yep. Swinging around, almost threw it away again. Unofficially, 6 turnovers here for the Tigers, but still only down by 4.
They'll still stay patient, try to get a good shot.
Oh, real patience here. Again, they'll work it into the paint. Kick it outside for a 3. Got it. That's got to feel good. Jack Herman. His first 3, the first 3 of the game for either side.
Best offensive execution of the night for the Wrightstown Tigers ends with the Herman 3. Thiel again with the block, coming out of nowhere.
And a 3 at the other end. Bounces off the top wire up there, and that officially will go down as a turnover on Little Chute, their second, and more substitutions coming in for both teams in an 8-7 game. Little Chute with the early lead. A lot of other games in the conference tonight, too. Northeastern Conference. Little Chute coming in at 4-4 in the conference. Currently sitting at 5th. A lot of good competition up and down all of Northeast Wisconsin, including here in this Northeastern Conference.
Yeah, an excellent basketball conference this year.
On a baseline, almost stepped out of bounds as Rehau came in. And Van Zeelen scores. Jake's first 2. That's got to feel good, too, because he was 0 for 7 in their game against Luxembourg Casco, so his first bucket in a while.
And they took advantage. Thiel on the bench getting a little breather, and they went right down the lane for the easy 2.
5 straight points. They're now up 9-8. Little jumper in the lane. Won't go. Here come the Tigers. Almost another turnover. Can they make it a 7-0 run? And they do. Up and in for Brian Aria. 7-0 spurt here for the Tigers. And all of a sudden they are up 11-8. And we'll take another break and come back right after this.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Back here in Wrightstown, little spurt here by the home team, 7-0. After kind of a slow start, they gave the ball over. Unofficially, we got him with 6 times, and speaking of giving it away, and they convert. Marshall Ettinger, his first 2, he gets in the scorebook. How about a 9-0 run for the Tigers? Wow. It was 8-4 not too long ago in a blink of an eye. That's how fast they can attack. Coach Hayes got to love that, and the outlet pass, and it's an 11-0 run. Wow. Van Zeeland, his second basket. How about this one, partner? 11-0 run all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, take advantage with Thiel on the bench, and another turnover.
Another one, and a quick foul, or
Wow.
otherwise that might have been a
That was a
13-0 run.
good foul there by the Mustangs.
Yeah. Goes on Van Asten. That's his second. Their leading scorer. And he's going to sit down. Van Asten coming in, averaging 11 points. Or check that, 16 points, 6 boards. Their leading scorer. With those 2 early fouls, he's going to be riding the bench here for a little bit.
Tell you, Joey, basketball is just a crazy sport. They could not, Wrightstown couldn't do anything well, and all of a sudden now they can't miss a shot. Until I jinxed them.
Right there, yeah, you jinxed him. Way to go, Gary.
My bad.
Trying to break this spurt here, an 11-0 run by the Tigers. Little Chute's got to get something going. Get back into this one after they opened up on a pretty good start. Pass it around, picking up his dribble, his angle. Into the corner, a wide open 3. Dirks missed it. Second chance opportunity. Engel. Double team now. Nice bounce pass into Dirks. Back over to Engel. Drives, stops, pops. A little bit off the mark, but Moronic is there. He'll put it off the glass, and he can make it. 3 opportunities that time. And an injury timeout here as falling down was Wigman. There was a little collision there on the outlet pass.
It looked like his left shoulder injury, unfortunately.
Called the foul. Foul actually on Little Chute on Moronic. That's his second. Team foul number 4, and you never like to see this at all in any sport. Wigman's on the court, being attended to by Coach Van Roy and his staff. Wigman off to a good start. He has 6 of their 8 points. But that is secondary right now. Concerned about him holding his left side. He will now walk off of the court. Roche comes back in for him. It's good to see at least he walked off on his own power, but now sitting on the end of the bench, holding his left side, both his shoulder and looks like his forearm as well. It's quite a collision. At any rate, back to basketball. Here we go. 7:45 remaining in this first half. And a pickpocket. On the breakaway, now he pulls up. Engel did. Might have been better just to attack just like that. Up and in with the left hand, Hunter Thiel. His first two, and that breaks an 11-0 run by Wrightstown. 5-point lead. Good ball movement into the corner. 3 ball. Tapped around. Wrightstown gets it back and then is blocked away. Mustangs come away with it. That's a huge defensive stop. By the Mustangs. Wide open 3. Engel, good. Carter Engel coming off of an 8-point performance. His first 3 of this one brings him back within a bucket. 15-13 our score. One dribble and Rihas in some trouble, has to hand it off. Here's Ratkowski. Front iron, no. The follow won't go for Herman. And a little shooting opportunity, and it's poked away from behind. In transition, Jack Herman came out of nowhere. And now he gets it for a 3. Herman's second 3, and they regain the lead from defense turning into offense there. And it's 18-13. They add to their lead, I should say. Nice pass, and that one is stolen away. 2-on-1. Stopping and handing it off. And laying it in is Herman. He's got 8 points, and they extended up to their biggest lead of the game. Now it is 7 here for the hometown team, Wrightstown Tigers. Man, well, they attack. They get outrun, and man, they got some speed. That is dangerous. So is that Hunter Thiel using his size, his second bucket of the game. Back within 5. One and done for the Tigers. The pace has really picked up in the last minute or two here. Now they'll slow things up. As soon as I say that, they'll go into their half-court offense. Thiel loses control. There's 3 guys with hands on him. Foul's going to be called. Tigers wanted to travel because he did fall down, but there's a reason why he fell down.
Yeah, the one thing Thiel is a big man's got to learn. Can't bring that ball down, because if you do, those guards are going to be all over it. And brought it down, but fortunately for Little Chute, they retained possession.
Goes on Lewandowski. His second. And checking into the game for the first time, Jason Eitenbrook for Wrightstown. And it's a little shoot ball. Jump stop, scoring. Lakin Dirks. That's his first 2, pulls him back within 3. And here come the Tigers, again, pushing that basketball. The ball movement for this Wrightstown team. I mean, they're always looking around and looking to pass and looking to shoot. And that won't go. Another chance. Back out front, Edinger, nope. Thiel, tallest guy on the court. And Hunter Thiel, 6'4", and a junior. That one poked away, and another turnover on Little Chute. I have unofficially them with 5. 7 on Wrightstown, almost number 8, but a foul is called. And it was a turnover. They're going to call that foul on Van Zeeland. Wow, all right. I thought he had possession of it.
Yeah, it looked like he just sort of like reached around and grabbed the defender. I think one of those that could have went either way. Coach Hayes obviously not very happy with the call.
And so the Mustangs get it back with just over 4 minutes left to play here in this first half in a 3-point contest. Glad to be here, Joey D and Gary Bileski, and that one poked away. Here come the Tigers again with numbers, laying it up and in. Rutkowski, his second basket. Lead back up to 5. At 22-17, under 4 to go now. Man, how many transition buckets do they have? Fast break points, and that one is a little bit off for Roche, and he's going to hear it from Tiger Nation, as it says over there in the student section. Hey, look at this. This is good to see. Wigman is back in after being on the court there for a good minute and a half, almost 2 minutes. Went to the edge of the bench, got a little bit of a treatment, and now he's back in. Tough kid. Wigman, the 5'11 senior, coming in averaging only a couple of points a game, but he definitely has an impact. 6 already in this one, coming off a 4-point effort against Wapaka. Back in after the little injury. Approaching 3 minutes to go, and Tigers moving it inside and out. It's this 2-3 zone defense by the Mustangs. Here's a 3, and that's how you beat it. Right there. Ettinger with his 5th point extends the lead for Wrightstown. That was his perfect execution up against his own defense.
Yeah, and they let Ettinger shoot, and he's not afraid of shot. Beautiful 3-pointer for Marshall.
He's already over his average of 4.2. He's got 5 now. And the lead is up to 8. Big 11-0 spurt earlier in the half to spark things here for the Tigers. And this defense as well. Look at that. They are swarming. And a travel is called. Caught in the corner was Van Asten. He's playing with 2 fouls. And he was caught. Couldn't do anything with it. Took too many steps. Another turnover here on Little Chute.
AJ, that's a great point. Their defense, that man-to-man defense, has been tenacious all night.
Back come the Tigers. We approach the 2-minute warning. Looking to go up by double digits, and they do, and possibly more. The bucket's good for Ettinger. He's got 7 now. That goes on Hunter Thiel. The big guy has 1, team foul number 5, and to the line will be Ettinger. Got it. The old-fashioned 3-point play, and it's an 11-point advantage now for the Tigers. Toss it around, trying to dig into that. Dirks, and he missed it. There's the save, but right into the hands of Eitenbrook for the Tigers. Bosley. No look pass underneath. That was a beauty, but Ettinger could not connect.
Wow, that was a beautiful pass.
90 seconds left to play first half. 3, Van Asten. And again, he'll hear it there from Tiger Nation right in front of him. Off the mark just a little bit. Maybe hurried that one too much. And the Tigers looking to add to their 11-point lead. Not too long ago, this was like a 2-point game, and that one tapped to hit it last. And they are going to say Eitenbrook had his paws on it. Unofficially, 8 turnovers for Wrightstown now. And with a minute left to play, the Little Chute will have a chance here to end half number 1. Swinging around Engel. Back out top to Wigman. Looking inside. Van Asten. Oh, he wanted that one. Back out front it goes to Engel with 40 seconds left. On the drive, the scoop and the score. Carter Engel, he's got 5. Then we'll see what the Tigers do with this if they hold it for one. I would imagine they might just run off a little bit of clock here. Up by at least 9 going to the locker room. You got to feel pretty good about that. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do as they back things out. What a first half here. It was back and forth to open up. A little spurt there by the Tigers with 5 seconds left. Up and no. A follow, no. It goes out of bounds right at the buzzer. And that is how half number 1 ends. It is Wrightstown 28 and Little Chute 19. First half thoughts here, partner.
I tell you what, not exactly the most beautiful form of basketball. A lot of turnovers, but you know what? You give a lot of credit to Wrightstown. They started super slow on the offense. I think they had 5 turnovers and 1 basket. And then I think Theo went out on the bench, and then that's when it seemed like the Tigers really took advantage of the Mustangs. They had that big, was it 11-0? 11-0 run, Joe.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, you know, they got it going. And also I think, too, their defense led to some easy transition baskets, which, you know, when you have a tough 2-3 zone like Little Chute, this is a good way to beat it, as on the transition. So I think obviously at halftime, both teams got to talk about taking better care of the basketball. Too many turnovers, and I think, you know, obviously Little Chute's got a little work coming up down 9, and a great first half for Wrightstown.
Wrightstown on the season, averaging only 20.5 in the first half. They have well topped that one here with 28 for Little Chute in the first half this year. They average right at 28, and they're only at 19. So a little bit of a turnaround of events of the way that the season has gone for both of these teams. But here we sit, 28-19 is your halftime score. Take a break, hear from our sponsors, and they will come back, have a stat rundown and second half action. It is our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week here tonight in Wrightstown.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
All right, we're bringing back here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. You see the score there at the half. It is Wrightstown leading Little Chute by a score of 28-19. I am Joey D alongside Gary Belowski. Let's go through some of the scoring rundown here for Wrightstown, leading the way. A couple of guys with 8 points coming off of the bench. Marshall Ettinger averages only 4 a game. He's got doubled that already. He's got 8. Knocked down a three-pointer, an old-fashioned three-pointer as well. He's the only guy to shoot a free throw in the whole game. We had 1 free throw in that entire first half, and that was on the end one by Marshall. 8 points also for Jack Herman on a couple of three-pointers for him. 2 points for Brian Reha. 4 points for Owen Ratkowski. 4 for Jake Van Zeeland. And a bucket for Andrew Mosley as well. That's how they have their 28 points. For Little Chute, led in scoring by the 6 points of Jake Wigman. Was hurt momentarily, but it was good to see him get back out there on the court. He's got 6 points. 5 points for Carter Engel off of the bench. A little bit of a spark there. 2 points for Bryson Roche and also Lakin Dirks. And 4 points for Hunter Thiel as well. Last 4 years, this Wrightstown team, about 24-5 last year. In the D3 state semi in Oshkosh, they lost to Racine St. Catherine 53-44, but they lost a lot of guys from that team. And, of course, going through all kinds of health stuff this year, too. But they have at least tied or taken first place by themselves in the Northeast Conference each of the last 4 years. 24 wins, 20 and 20. So a little bit of a struggle, different year this year for the Tigers, sitting there at 4-9, but looking pretty good here tonight for that win. Number 5. For Little Chute, last year they were 15-7, came in 4th in the conference. They lost to Xavier in the regional final. Cade Van Asten was a part of that team last year, averaged 13 points, 7 boards. The year before that, just 6 wins, but then 15, 17, 18. Under Mickey Martin there in 17-18, they were 17-7. And again here this year, 7-5, off to a decent start, 4-4. In the conference, but trailing here after they had the early lead there, 28-19. Let's bring back in my broadcast partner, Gary Bileski, and what can we expect here, half number 2? What do you think, partner?
Well, I think the message for both coaches probably about the same. You got to take better care of the basketball. Sloppy on both offenses. I mean, with the Little Chute in their 2-3 zone and Wrightstown mixing it up. I think just the team who takes better care of the basketball, and I think for right now, if you're Little Chute, you got to get some rhythm on offense. It was similar to how Wrightstown started, but their struggles were most of the half. So whoever takes care of the basketball, I mean, both defenses played excellent defense. Don't take that away, Joey. But again, I think it comes down to just the fundamentals and taking a little bit care of the ball, and I think whoever does that is going to come out victorious.
That's a good point. Here we go. It will be Little Chute basketball to start the second half. They're coming out in there, going left to right now. Their dark blue uniforms, a lot of blue here in the crowd, and they come out firing from downtown. Bryson Roche. That's what you like to see if you're a Little Chute fan. Right out of the gate, just a couple of seconds in. Attacking quick from beyond the arc. Speaking of attacking quick underneath, Josh Lewandowski, that's his first 2. What a start to the second half by both teams.
Yeah, excellent offense on both sides of the basketball. 1 3-pointer and another 2-pointer for both teams.
We're not even a minute into this second half. A little different start to the second half than we had to the first. Sit at 30-22. What a game it's been so far here on this Tuesday night. A little chilly, a little breezy out, but it is so hot here on this basketball court. The follow and another bucket here for Roche. His second straight one. He's got 7 now in the game. Brings him back within 6. Fall away doesn't go. 1 and done for Wrightstown that time. And the Mustangs looking to get things going. Again, both teams a little underhanded because of different illnesses that are going around. It's that time of year, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like Wrightstown almost looks like a box in one, with the one being Van Asten they're guarding.
Yeah. Here's Thiel out front. We're going to right side over to Wigman. And we'll skip it back out front to Moronic. Patience. They're looking to post up Thiel down low, but he's double teamed down there. They're not going to let him get the basketball. He gets the screen. This is the most patience either team is showing. As I say that, they throw it up from downtown, and missing it was Roche. He was looking to stay on fire instead. In transition to lay in. Doesn't go. Oh, my goodness. They make that 95 times out of 100.
Yeah, you need to convert on that fast break.
Herman missed it, and Mustangs come away with it.
Yeah, Van Zeeland doing a great job on Van Aston.
In the heavy defense here. Wide open. He'll take that. Wigman couldn't knock it down, and a foul on the rebound on the double team. Boy, coaches hate that. You see, fouls coming that far away. That's going to go on Jake, his first, and the first of the second half on either team. I don't. That's one of those. Everybody's going for the ball, but there was contact.
Yeah, you can think a little frustration. Had a wide open three, missed it, and then got called for the reach in.
That's a good word for it. Frustration foul. Almost 3 minutes in here to this second half. Thanks for being on board with us. All of our sponsors, Fox Communities Credit Union, Wisconsin Savings Bank, and Myron Construction. As they've been on board all season long, we have several more games to bring to you, both here on our video stream and on the radio. Man, we got some great matchups upcoming as we head down the stretch. Playoffs will be here before you know it.
Oh, yeah.
That one knocked away in the first turnover of the second half. And that goes on Wrightstown. I had them unofficially with 8 in that first half, and now with their first here in the second. Good ball movement, swinging it over and swatting it out of bounds. Get out of here. Jumping up, Jake Herman. He anticipated that one perfectly. It will stay with Little Chute, and substitutions coming in, adding her in. Also, Eli Stenzel in for the first time for Wrightstown. So right in front of his own bench, it'll be Moronic. Man, if he had a pump fake there. Instead, they throw it away, and again in transition. How many times I said that tonight? Jake Van Zeeland, his 6th point of the game. Wrightstown is back up by 8.
Yeah, Van Zeeland just doing an excellent job defensively tonight.
The fast break points tonight are just unbelievable, and a foul going to be called on the Tigers. Van Zeeland thought he had positioning. And Coach Hayes wants a little explanation on that. That is Jake's second and the first here. And the first free throw of the game for Little Chute. Only the second one overall between either team, or between both teams. And he missed it. Hunter Thiel coming in averaging 14.2 points a game, 6.8 rebounds. Only has 4 here this evening. Looking for point number 5. Missed it. Loose ball rebound run down by Van Zeeland. Man, you got to make those free ones. Still plenty of basketball to be played, though. We're 4 minutes in here to the second half. And a 4-point advantage, or 8-point, I should say, here for Wrightstown. Looking to make it double figures, but they throw it right away. On the left-hand layup and missing it was Wigman. Looking to draw a little contact, but didn't get the foul. So the Tigers able to reset on their side. Out on the big W here at Wrightstown High School. Beautiful facility. Not a bad drive here from the Fox Cities, just straight up the road. Right in between Green Bay and Appleton. Beautiful country out here. A lot of success here for a lot of different sports. Is watching the wrestling. Oh, that one's thrown away. On the breakaway, Van Aston, and he charged. Great positioning that time.
Van Zeeland again.
And that foul is going to be the 3rd on Van Aston. 2nd on Little Chute here in the second half. Boy, the transition offense and defense tonight here for the Tigers. They just showed it.
Yeah, Jerry, talking about their athletic facilities. Yeah, we're right in the wrestling room and
Yeah.
just looking at their wall of fame and, the state qualifiers, state champions. It is very, very impressive. What a great wrestling program. I came from Central Wisconsin. I worked there. Wisconsin Rapids had a great wrestling program of their own, but I think Wrightstown is just as comparable, and it's a pretty impressive facility. We came here while we were setting up. The little kids were practicing, and there must have been about 25, 30 kids out there practicing.
I always say, get them started no matter what sport.
Oh, yeah.
Get them started early, Get them
Absolutely.
interested early, especially with the tradition that you just talked about
Oh, yeah.
here for that sport. They want to achieve the same thing. They want to get out there on that wrestling mat and be the next state qualifier.
It's like Kimberly football.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. After that, they had to wipe up a little bit of sweat that was down on the court. And the Tigers, nice. Blocked away, though, Van Asten, and the heads-up play, knocking it off of the foot of Stenzel. And a turnover. Heads up by Cade Van Asten.
Tell you what, Coach Van Roy sort of rolling the dice with Van Asten and his 3 fouls, Joey, but you're down 8, and really, I mean, you're talking offensive weapons, and right now they're limited. I think one kid they're really missing is Colin Gass, the starting point guard. His absence has been noticeable tonight, but you got to keep Van Asten in there, and hopefully he can get it going offensively. But Van Zeeland's just been glue on them tonight.
Another guy they're missing, too, Drew Joten. I've been able to call his name. He is their leading assist guy, and a big guy for them. Starts a little bit, but also a really big 6th man as well. Here's a foul. That is going to go on Brian Riha, his first. Team second on the Tigers. Yeah, but stuff just keeps going around in the area. 3, Van Asten from the left corner. Believe it or not, that's his first 3 points of the game. Came in averaging 16 on the season.
We'll see if that gets him going now.
Yeah. 5-point game, 12 minutes to go, and a foul. That is going to go on Roche. That's Bryson's first and team foul number 3 on the Mustangs. So it'll stay Tigers basketball. High-paced game here this evening, as we expected. At the half, it was 28-19 as Wrightstown throws it away. In transition to lay-in, doesn't go. It's not a lay-in. Oh, boy, Engel wants that one back. Poked away from behind, back-to-back turnovers. On Wrightstown. A lot of that, again, man, both sides, just a heavy defense. Unable to turn that last one into 2 points, though. See if they can here. Out top, 3-ball, Engel. Back iron, no, and a rebound by Thiel. He is popped by a couple of players.
Yeah, nice board by Thiel. Just went over to Tigers to get the board himself.
It's Jake Van Zeeland's third. He's their second leading scorer on the season. Has 6 in this contest, but he will sit down, as will Radkowski. So going to the bench for Corey Hayes. And Van Asten fouled way out front as he started the drive. That is going to go on Riley Denny. Came into the game at that last whistle. Denny, 5'11", and a junior. 3-ball. Bounces way up in the air, and Little Chute grabs it. Thiel, a lot of contact. Thiel again, and this time he does get the foul. You probably hear the Little Chute faithful. Where's the foul? Second time he got it.
Yeah, between Thiel and Van Asten, just doing a great job here the last couple of possessions, crashing the boards.
And it will be Hunter Thiel. 0 for 2. He's got the only 2 free throws tonight for Little Chute, and now he's 0 for 3. Ugh.
It's got to start being crunch time. Joey, I see Coach Van Roy's jacket has finally come off with 10:59.
Look out, here we go.
10:59 to go in the game. I thought it'd come out a little earlier, but still about 11 minutes to go.
Thiel only a 47% free throw shooter on the year, and he's 0 for 4 here this evening. A tight game, you've got to start hitting those. Plenty to be played, though, just a couple of ticks under 11 minutes. What a game here tonight in Wrightstown, and a little contact. Now the men in black and white getting a little bit more whistle happy here lately. And that foul is going to go on Engel. That's Carter's first. Team foul number 4. And Wigman checks back in. 10:45 remaining in a 5-point game. Great atmosphere here tonight, Northeastern Conference action. Bunch of other games too. We'll let you know what else is going on in the area in the conference.
So one halftime score, Joey. Kimberly leading Appleton East at Appleton East 41-37. Great game there.
I believe that is on the score. I think we've got that one on the score. It's either score or HBY. I think it's score.
Yep, Badger basketball on HBY tonight.
Yep. There's the lay-in by Wigman. His first 2 of this second half, and they are all of a sudden within 3, and a full timeout is called, so we will take one as well. 32-29, back after this.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Got ourselves a ball game here. I misspoke, by the way, just to correct myself. The girls' game is on the radio, but I'm sure that one's a good one as well between Kimberly and Appleton East. Here we got boys action with Wrightstown and Little Chute. Wrightstown has led almost the entire way. Little Chute hanging around, only a 3-point game. And we still have over a quarter of this one to go. Right down to the wire is what we expected. See what was drawn up there after the first full timeout of the game by either team. Little Chute has 3 timeouts left. Wrightstown with 4 of their 5. Nice bounce pass, back to back. Can't get it to go. Blocked away from behind. Ben Aston came from nowhere. 2 chances right by the rim. Tigers can't convert. Little Chute with an opportunity to tie things up if they can knock it down from beyond the arc. Oh, he wanted that one. Moronic wanted that so bad, but he passed it up. Probably wisely set things up, get your best shot. That one would have been a little bit contested. Into the paint, a lot of contact, and the foul is called, and Engel will head to the free throw line as I believe they're going to get Reha. Indeed. Bryant's second.
Now you got to convert from the charity stripe. It's been a little bit of a struggle tonight for Little Chute from the free throw line.
0 for 4, only the second player here to shoot a free throw, and Engel hit it. Engel on the season hasn't shot too many free throws, but a 40% free throw shooter. We'll add to that here. Second one is good. Got them both. Give Carter 7 points off of the bench, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point game. Whistle and another full timeout is called. So we'll take another quick one, get in another word from our fine sponsors. 1 point game, don't go anywhere. A lot of basketball to be played here. Coming up next.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
At Myron Construction, relationships are at the core of everything we do. While our roots run deep in the Midwest, our reach has expanded nationally as we follow. At Myron Construction, relationships are at the core of everything we do. While our roots
Back in Wrightstown. 1 point game. Each team now with 3 timeouts left. Just under a quarter of the game to go. On the baseline, a block, but a foul's going to be called on Theo. He didn't like it. That's going to be his second. Team's 5th of this second half. Oh boy. I think earlier in the game they were letting him play a little bit more, but as we get down to it, a little tighter calls in the paint.
You can hear the official call body, so clean block, but him with the body.
Free throw is missed by Lewandowski. That's only the second free throw of the game for Wrightstown. The way this one's going, though, we may see quite a few more. Second one's in for Josh, right at his season average at about 3 points a game. Back up to a 2-point advantage. At 33-31, 8 minutes left to play. Almost 8. Wigman cross-court pass over to Engel. Looking for Thiel. Now in the corner, wide open is Moronic. He got it. He wanted it earlier. Now Cal's got that one. His first 3 of the game. And we have a lead change. At 34-33, and here come the Mustangs. One and done for Wrightstown. Tigers starting to fall apart a little bit. Not too long ago, they were up by, 11, I believe? Was their biggest lead. Now they're down by 1. Storming back by the Mustangs. Moronic again. Other side, but same result. Back-to-back threes by Cal. And now they're up by 4 now.
Great job by Van Asten. Saw the open Moronic, and Moronic confidently back-to-back threes for the Mustangs.
Cal Moronic didn't score before the last 2 possessions. Came in averaging only 4 a game. At 5 against Wapaka. He's already topped both of those stats. It was 6. Poked away from behind. Another turnover on the Tigers. Can't be doing that too much more. Still a lot to be played, though. I can't stress that enough. 6:45. Both of these teams have gone on nice little runs. 11-0 run by the Tigers earlier, and then unforced error here. Lob pass as they were looking for Van Asten down low. I have that as only their first turnover here the second half for Little Chute. They've really taken care of the basketball.
They've done a much better job here the second half than the first half, but they're trying to force it into Van Asten, and that creates the turnover. So now if you're Wrightstown, you got to get the offense going once again. It's been a little bit of a dry spell here in the second half.
Take advantage of it. Time they give you the basketball back. Getting down to crunch time. Coach Van Roy for Little Chute. You can probably hear him yelling, hands, hands, get your hands up. They do that time, and they block the shot. Ask and you shall receive. Mustangs come away with it. Good defense here in the second half. It's amazing what happens when you play good defense and take care of the basketball. I mean, it sounds so simple, but that's exactly what Little Chute has done here in the second half. A lot of contact and one. Mosley with the foul. Engel will head back to the free throw line.
And it sure helps Joey, too, when the ball goes in the bottom of the basket.
It does. And a timeout is called. Little Chute on a spurt, up by 6 here with about 6 minutes left to play here in the second half. I want to thank our sponsors here tonight: Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, East Wisconsin Savings Bank. All three of them on board here this evening. And don't forget our next broadcast will be coming up Friday, January 21st. Appleton North and Neenah. Boys high school basketball in Neenah. And again, that'll be coming up Friday, January 21st. And you can check out thescorewi.com for our entire broadcast schedule. Joey D and Gary Bilarski with you here on this Tuesday evening, Northeastern Conference action, boys basketball. Wrightstown has led most of the way after being down 8-4. They went on an 11-0 run and didn't look back until about 2 or 3 minutes ago when all of a sudden, here come the Mustangs. And all of a sudden up by 6.
Got a score update, Joey, for you from Appleton East. Kimberly leading the Patriots 64-52. A little bit of a surprise.
And that's the boys, or is that the girls?
That is the boys.
That's the boys, okay, because the girls are playing tonight as well. And Engel, 3 for 3 now at the line. Add 2 more here, or 1 more for Little Chute. They've hit the 40 mark. Came in averaging 56 on the season. Good ball movement out front, 3 ball, good. Jake Van Zeelen from downtown.
Yeah, much needed after a nice run by Little Chute to answer that. Still a lot of game left, only 4-point margin.
Exactly what I was going to say. Man, that's just a breath of fresh air for the Tigers. Can they answer? They do! Once again, it's Carter Engel. His second 3 from beyond the arc. He's got 3 of them, though, if you count the old-fashioned one.
Yeah,
That a way to answer, huh?
He's been the difference maker coming off the bench tonight for the Mustangs.
He really has been. Came in averaging not even 4 points a game, and that was poked away. Engel's got it again. Can he add to it? And he does. And again, he will head back to the line. Carter Engel, have yourself a night, my friend. Oh, my. That foul goes on Van Zeelen, his 4th personal foul. And Engel will look to score again. Got 10 points in this half. How about the rebound put back by Van Asten? Right place at the right time. Things are really rolling here for Little Chute. Up 47-36 now. And that goes on Engel. Only 6 fouls now on the Mustangs. So from here on out, both teams will be shooting free throws on any kind of foul. You want a 5-second call, and they got it. An unforced turnover, but it's really forced because of the defense by Little Chute. They can't do anything wrong, can they, lately?
Yeah, this whole second half, whatever Coach Van Roy said at halftime certainly worked, because they've done the 3 things that we talked about. You know, kept their intensity on defense, took care of the basketball, and finally started making some shots.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, if you're them, you can be patient on offense.
Sounds so simple, doesn't it? Those 3 things. I mean, you're taught that from the second you pick up a basketball.
The game's so much easier when you make baskets and not miss. And then you get a spark plug like Carter Engel off the bench. I mean, who would have expected that?
Just amazing. 6'1" and a junior. Hey, he did have 8 points against Wapaka the other night. And a victory over Wapaka for the Mustangs. Coming on a little bit of a winning streak, looking to add to that. Here's Engel looking to add to his total, and he can't get it to go. But they're taking a lot of time off the clock, like you just said, partner.
Yeah, they're going to be patient. Anthony, the Tigers still in this box and one defense, and I think they'll just do what they can to make them either pull out of it or do what Engel did there. Saw it open lane, and if it wasn't for Van Zeeland's quick hands, he probably would have had another two.
Ria checks back in for Wrightstown. Underneath, another chance for an and one. Wow, they are attacking the bucket a lot here in the second half.
Yeah, I tell you what, even though Cade Van Asten's been scoring well below his average, he's doing a lot of the other things. Another beautiful assist that time to the cutting Bryson Roach, and another opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And he hit it, so they did not shoot a single free throw in that first half. Knocking them down late here in the second, and three more here for Little Chute. And the lead is 14 now. It's what it's ballooned to. We will take a timeout and be back right after this.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
At Myron Construction, relationships are at the core of everything we do. While our roots run deep in the Midwest, our reach has expanded nationally as we follow our clients across the country to bring their projects to life. In an ever-evolving industry that leans heavily on resourcefulness and hard work, our project teams take great pride in not only delivering successful projects, but in building lasting relationships with our clients and partners. Together, we are building excellence.
Bring it back to play here. That is operator error. I thought that it was a full timeout, but ends up being a 30. But it's good to hear from our sponsors all the time. And he missed Lewandowski with a shot, and now that one is knocked down by Van Asten. He's got 7 points, all of them in this second half, and it's 52-38. Update the scoreboard here for you. Got to update it again because Jack Herman just knocked down his third three of the game. He's in double figures with 11. Little spark by both teams. I can't even put it up on the scoreboard. 52-41. There we go. Now you can see it. 2.5 to go. Man, they keep going like this. Again, this one might be down to the wire. I know it's double figures here, so you need a big stop here if you're Wrightstown. And they got it. And an easy lay-in. Herman, his second straight basket. A whistle. Delay a game is called on the Tigers. Returning for Little Chute number 10. But they are back within single digits. Anything can happen. Both of these teams can attack right away. And a rare mistake there by Little Chute. After we were talking about how good they were doing here in the second half, and then they throw it away like that. That always happens.
Little Chute now in the double bonus for the final 2:15 of the game.
So 2 shots here for Jake Wigman, his first 2 free throws of the game. He's got 8 points. One of those guys stepping in tonight. Stepping up big again. And he made the first. Everybody was acting like that was 1-on-1, but this is a double bonus. Not sure if the players knew that. But it is. Got them both. Sweet shot there by Jake. And he's got 10 points. He back up to 11. That one knocked out of bounds by Van Asten. Good defense. Now it's getting down to crunch time here. 2-minute warning coming up. Got to score and then got to get some key stops again here for the Tigers. Lob it in. And he's bumped by Roche. That'll be his second. Team 7th, so just a bonus here for Van Zeeland.
Not exactly what you want if you're Coach Van Roy there, to stop the clock on a foul and then, more importantly, put Van Zeeland at the line.
Only the 4th free throw of the game for Wrightstown. They miss it, but they get the rebound. Miss a lay-in, though, and it goes off of angle. Again, you got to start making those, though. They're only 2 out of 4. Right at the 2-minute warning. Good inbound play, but good defense. They'll kick it to the corner. 3-ball. Herman missed it. That would have been huge if you had been able to knock that one down. And now you're going to be forced to foul here because they're just going to toss it back and forth. When do they foul? They got to foul right away. They're not going to shoot. That's why I'm up here. There's the foul. I just figured back it out. You got 90 seconds left to play, and you got an 11-point lead. But I'm not down there. Goes on Josh Lewandowski. And so Cade will shoot his first 2 free throws of the night. He didn't score in that first half. Their leading scorer came in averaging 16 points a game, and he misses that one. He's only got 7, but he has been a force defensively, more importantly, here tonight. That game against Wapaka, 11 points, 5 boards, 5 steals. They had 15 steals in that game against Wapaka. Here up 55, 43, and they take it away. Oh, boy, that might be the spork there for Little Chute. Another turnover on Wrightstown. It's been a big story here tonight. They had a double-digit lead of their own here in the second half, but they let it slip away. And a foul is called. That one will go on. What did he say? I said white 11. I don't have an 11. Who's that on? Oh, Rhea. Okay. Number 5. He did 1, 2 then. Okay. And so a little mini timeout here. As Rhea fouls out, he will sit down with 2 points. Cade steps back up to the line. He just hit 1 out of 2. And he will have 2 more. Makes that one. Starting to come alive a little bit here, late in the second half. Made them both. Cade now 3 out of 4 at the line. In double figures with 10. Jumper blocked in the corner. Man, Carter Engel's doing everything tonight. And this man coming off of the bench, filling in for some illness players. That foul goes on Lewandowski. A frustration foul by him. And so Hunter Thiel back to the line. He averages 14 points a game. That is in. He got that one. He's only got 5 now. But again, a presence on the inside with that wide body. And now line change, both sides. Yep. Under a minute left to play. Reserves get a chance in a 15-point game.
Yeah, and Little Chute is staying hot, you know, even though they missed their point guard tonight, Drew Joden. And when Drew gets back, you know, I think this team could really go on they are on a nice roll, Joey. But as we look at the second half of the season, a team that could be a contender here in the Northeastern Conference.
Tigers have only scored 15 points in this second half. And it'll remain that way with Thiel with the rebound. 45 seconds left to play. Yeah, this was a 28-19 score. And a substitution timeout. Checking in Charlie Vandenberg, and Thiel will get a nice hand. 43 seconds left. Let's see who can get into the scorebook here.
Yeah, hard to believe this was a 9-point Wrightstown lead at the half.
Mm-hmm. It's been all Little Chute here in the second. Doing a lot of things right, and that has got to make Coach Van Roy a happy man. I don't know what he said at halftime, but he put his he lit something under their rear.
Whatever you said, bottle it up because it worked.
20 seconds. Nice crossover dribble in the paint. Grant Hermes. Wrightstown comes up with it on a little breakaway. Here is Denny. And he threw it away with 5 seconds left. And they're just going to dribble it out. There you go. Final score here tonight. What a second half here for the Mustangs of Little Chute as they win their 8th game of the season. 58-43. Your final score here tonight. How about some post-game thoughts here, Gary Bileski?
Well, I tell you, it's really a tale of two halves, Joey. They're stating quite the obvious here. Wrightstown, despite a slow start, really played well the last probably 14 minutes of the first half. Took itself a 9-point lead, and I think Little Chute too. We talked about both teams really didn't take great care of the basketball in the first half, and I'm sure that we were joking on what Coach Van Roy said, and probably the message is pretty obvious. Take care of the what basketball, and if we do that, and again, I thought both teams in the first half defense were both extremely hard. But I think for Little Chute, it just came down to take care of the basketball and the shots were going to fall. And then when you throw in, Carter Engel, what he did tonight, with his offense, the guy, you didn't expect that. I think was averaging 4 points a game and just that key times. And I thought, too, another play was Callum Moronic, back-to-back threes. It was a really close game. Moronic came in, nailed the back-to-back three-pointers, and after that, Little Chute sort of coasted to victory. So a very nice win. It's even though Wrightstown is really struggling and we're missing a couple of their offensive shooters, it's still a tough place to come and get a W. So if you're Coach Van Roy, you take the win, you get ready for the next game, and you try to keep this momentum going. If you're Coach Hayes for Wrightstown, you take the positives. Again, I thought their defense, they played very hard. Right now, what they're and he said it in the pregame, they're just lacking offense, lacking guys putting it in the basket. And the more experience these kids get, the better they're going to be down the stretch. But the one thing you come in here defensively, nothing is going to be given to you. You got to earn it. And Little Chute earned a hard-fought 58-43 win after trailing by 9 at the half.
And so the Mustangs move to 8-5 on the season, 5-4 in conference play. What was their last 10 there for them? Up next for them, bring back in nothing. Let's see here. Let me find their schedule here for them. There it is. For Little Chute, win number 4 in a row, and 7 out of 8 for them. They will be hosting Clintonville on Friday. And then next Tuesday at Denmark. As for Wrightstown, they fall to 4-10 overall, 2-7 in conference play. 6th straight loss for Coach Hayes and the Wrightstown Tigers. And next up for them at Freedom coming up on Friday, and then they're at O'Connell Falls next Tuesday. So it's the next couple of games for them. Want to thank all of our sponsors all season long. They've been on board: Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, and also East Wisconsin Savings Bank. For my broadcast partner, Gary Bileski, I am Joey D. bidding you farewell here tonight from Wrightstown High School. For your final score, once again, Little Chute with the come-from-behind emphatic win, 58-43, your final score over Wrightstown. And our next game, by the way, I forgot to pop that up real quick. Friday, January 21st, we've got Appleton North and Neenah. That will be our next broadcast here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Check out thescorewi.com for all of our upcoming radio and video stream games. Again, I am Joey D. bidding you farewell. 58-43, the final score. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.